In 1965, singers Marty Balin and Paul Kantner launched the Jefferson Airplane, combining folk music with the new psychedelic sounds of the 60s. The band also featured bass player Jack Cassidy and guitarist Jorma Kaukonen. In 1966, singer Grace Slick hopped on board for the band's second record, Surrealistic Pillow.
One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small.
The album featured the classic White Rabbit. As one of San Francisco's most popular bands, Jefferson Airplane was a natural pick for Woodstock.
Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love? Wouldn't you love somebody to love? You better find somebody to love.
I thought it was a big show, you know, because the stage was gigantic, looked like a castle with lights on it at night. It was beautiful. But, you know, the masses of people, you know, but I thought it was just a continuing surge of what was happening at that time.
The memory that sticks out of my mind most about Woodstock was the strange order to the chaos as opposed to an individual thing. And the fact that I believe we went on stage 18 hours late.
As the Jefferson Airplane became more successful, its members began to struggle for control of the band.
Once, you know, the band was famous, I mean, I used to be the leader until that moment. And after that moment, then, you know, Grace was the leader.
Grace began a relationship with guitarist Paul Kantner, and Marty soon found himself an outsider in his own band. In 1971, he left the Jefferson Airplane. Paul and Grace continued with the Airplane and their romance. In 1971, the couple had a daughter, China. Original members Jack Cassidy and Jorma Kaukonen left Jefferson Airplane in 1972 to concentrate on their solo project, Hot Tuna. Without Jack and Jorma, Paul and Grace marked the end of an era by rechristening themselves the Jefferson Starship in 1974. So where are the original members of the Jefferson Airplane now? The Airplane reunited in 1989 for one album and a supporting tour, their first in more than a decade.
Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love?
In 1996, Jefferson Airplane was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Guitarist Paul Kantner tours with the Jefferson Starship, which now includes former Airplane veterans Jack Cassidy and Marty Balin. In 1999, Jefferson Starship released their 11th album, Windows of Heaven. In addition to performing with Starship, Jack Cassidy continues to tour with Jorma as Hot Tuna. Jorma has also started the Fur Peace Ranch, a guitar camp located in the hills of Ohio.
I call it a guitar camp because I'm a guitar player and I like the graphic, but we also have keyboards and drums and the whole deal. And it's hopefully it's an unintimidating place to learn music.
Grace Slick published her rock and roll memoirs in 1998.
I just enjoyed writing it. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Grace is also expressing herself on canvas, painting her former bandmates and famous friends. Ironically, Marty is working on a similar project.
Well, the thing about painting or sculpture, you know, nobody bothers you. You know, nobody, you know, I mean, it's all you and it, period.
Marty is also performing with his own band. In 1999, he released Marty Balin's Greatest Hits. As for the future of Jefferson Airplane, at least one member remains hopeful.
There's still value to be had there and explored further in the future as we all learn more and find a place and a time to do that again.